Hello class, this is Team Possible, and my name is Dionte Davis.
And I'm Liz Doran, and Emily Babcock is on video, and today we will be introducing the keyword Morse Code. Morse Code is an alphabet or code in which letters are represented by a combination of long or short signals of light or sound. It was invented by Samuel B. Morse and is used in emergencies to transmit distress signals when there's no other form of communication available. There are versions of Morse code for the Greek, Cyrillic, Arabic, and Hebrew alphabet, and for the Japanese, a version known as Wambun code. The first Morse code message was sent from Washington to Baltimore, and it was, "What hath God wrought?"
Okay, and thanks for that introduction, Liz, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit more information about Morse code. It was invented by three individuals in 1836, mainly by Samuel F.B. Morse, who was a American artist. We also have Joseph Henry and Alfred Vail, who were American psychiatrists, and they developed an electrical telegraph system. This system used pulses and electric current along wires controlled through electromagnetic that was located at the receiving end of telegraph system. A code was needed to transmit natural language using only these pulses and the silence between them. Morse therefore developed the forerunner to modern international Morse code. So from the telegraph system, that's where Samuel F.B. Morse went to create the international Morse code. And exactly what is the Morse code is a method of transmitting text information as a series of on and off tones, lights, or clicks that can be directly understood by a skilled listener or observer with special equipment. The International Morse Code encodes the ISO basic Latin alphabet, also uses some extra Latin letters, the Arabic numerals, and a small set of punctuation and procedural signals as standardized sequences of short and long signals called dot and dashes. And in the 1890s, Morse code began to be used extensively for early radio communication before it was possible to transmit voice. In the late 19th and early 20th century, most high-speed international communication on Morse code used telegraphic lines, undersea cables, or were used on radio circuits. And radio telegraphy that used Morse code was vital during World War II, especially in carrying messages between the warships and naval bases and the U.S. Coast Guard. And long-range ship-to-ship communications was by radio telegraph, which used encrypted messages because voice radio systems on ships were quite limited then, and in their range and in their security. So they were trying to keep the intel, and this helped extensively for the Morse code during those times, war or whatever. Was the main times when they came in handy for us. And then for next week, that's gonna wrap up our key concept word for this week. And next week we're gonna talk about national identity.